And now, Minion Works presents Freelance Heroism.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates to the Patreon, in particular those at the producer tier. Thank you so much. You help us make a better show for everyone. Rachel, would you like to let us know who those superstars are?
I would love to. So we want to say thank you to the Minion Works, Rebecca, Mo Walker, Chris Deeds, Chris Sones, Christopher Hildebrand, Orient_Tiger, Breakmeister, and of course, our newest patron,
Vox
of Astora.
Vox.
Thank you so
That's
much.
a cool ass name, man.
It is.
Okay. Well, you know, you're all superstars and stuff, and we all want to say thank you very much for coming out here and for giving us the money to make this show for everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. Rachel.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about this cyberpunk? I've been hearing so much about. All the kids are talking
finally
about
out.
it. All the kids are talking about this cyberpunk game. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
It's finally out. I did grab it just because it looks so cool. It's really fun. I think I'm still in sort of like the introduction type section. I think it takes a little while before it really becomes open world.
True.
But it's really cool. I'm usually more of like a fantasy nerd than like a sci-fi nerd.
Uh-huh.
So this is sort of out of my gaming wheelhouse, I think, but I really like it.
All right. I mean, you picked one of those dust rat fucks.
I did pick a nomad, yes.
Ugh, what a scrub.
You
What a
picked
scrub.
Street Kid.
Hell yeah, I picked Street Kid.
Because
Because we rogues, baby. That's what we do. We steal people's keyboard pads, cyber decks, or what universe are we in again? I don't know. I like that. The old, was it Shadowrun, cyber decker? Plug your brain into the fucking thing. Philip K. Dick, Black Ice on the internet, kind of just cool shit. I love that stuff so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I was pretty certain I was going to love this game before it came out. And I know that there's some issues people are having. Some graphical extrusions. Some graphical... I'm making hand gestures right now.
Right.
Yeah. Some wangery is afoot.
Oh no.
So, some wangery. Apparently, okay, so for those who didn't know, you can just go on Twitter and look up. I don't know what you would type. I think you would just type Cyberpunk 2077 Wiener, or Wang, or Dong, or Chode, or Man Slapper, fucking Dude Tube, Pringles Can. I don't know, whatever you want to use. Look up one of those terms, and you'll find that apparently in Cyberpunk there's a graphical glitch where, by the way, you customize all of the genitalia bits and pieces, which is already shocking when you get it's like eyebrows, eye color, wang, and you're like, oh my god.
It was very like, because it starts like zoomed in on your character's face, and like you like go down customizing, and you're like, all right, my hairstyle, my hair color, all my eyebrows, my eyes, and then like it got to fingernails.
Right.
And I clicked that, and then the camera like zoomed out a bit, and my character like held her hand up kind of at about chest height.
Right.
But she wasn't wearing anything.
Yeah, it's weird.
I was like, oh god.
They're just like, hey, I was building a guy, and I was like going down, and then all of a sudden, it just took his pants off, and it was like wang up front. I'm like, wow, that was surprising. It was surprising. Not used to that.
Yeah.
But what happens is, for guys, if you make it, these gamers out here are living their fucking cyberpunk fantasy through this imaginary wangery. So they put this rhino horn on the front of their dude, right? Right? Just whatever. I don't want to go into too many specifics, but they put a thing on him, and then they play the game. Well, very infrequently do you see your character. You know what I mean? You don't. It's a first-person game, so you don't see your character right on. But there are moments where you do, And also in like your character hub, like where you open up for your gear and stuff, and their wiener gets a graphics jaggy that comes out through the pants and stays out.
Oh,
It just stays out
no.
front, and when they turn around, it like whips around and shit. They had the same thing with characters with big boobs, as they stick out of the shirts that they're wearing. So there's just a bunch of people walking around with their relativistic bits out for the world, right? And everyone acts like it's completely normal, which is even funnier.
Maybe that's how the future is.
They're just like, just don't mention that their wiener is out front.
Although I've
Don't say
noticed,
anything.
like, just like some of the environmental, like, there's a lot of advertisements around the city,
Yeah.
and some of them are very surprising.
What do you mean?
There's like, I was going to meet Jackie, who's like kind of your sidekick guy. He's cool. But I walked past, I think like a noodle cart or something, and there were a couple ads stuck to the front of it, and I looked, and one of them's like, "Oh, this woman, she has 3 mouths. Experience the pleasure." And I'm like, "What?"
That's not that bad.
And then next to it was like some other ad, but it was something like, I can't remember the exact wording of it, but something like Milfageddon or something. Like that's what it was advertising. They were just right beside each other.
Oh man, the last part that I got to in this game, I don't want to like spoil it or anything, but I'm in this is the second interaction I've had with sort of like that universe, the fetish world. And it's just like you go from okay, so I was walking up to this building, and there are these what are they called, tiger claws. Is like one of the gangs in the game.
Okay.
And this isn't story or anything, so it's not a spoiler.
Mhm.
It's just a random event of these two guys giving this vendor like a hard time. So I walk up to him and I'm just trying to diffuse the situation. I'm gonna press X to talk to him,
Mhm.
right, on my controller. I press X, nothing happens, but the guy bumps into me, right? Like his collision box and mine touch.
Okay.
He does not like that. So he like pulls out a wrench and like swats at me with it,
Oh no.
and he hits me, and I'm like, I'm way stronger than him. He's a fucking NPC with no name, so I'm gonna wail on him. But I just back up and I'm like, sorry, my bad. And he won't let it go. So he like chest bumps me again, and I'm like, one more bump, and he literally does this like kind of Elvis leg shake kind of thing. It looked like it was a little bit of a glitch, and he kind of bumped me, and I'm like, that's it. And the sword came out, and I chopped him into pieces.
Oh no.
His arm was separated from his body, and there's just body parts.
Mhm.
Like if you hit someone, if you shoot someone, their body falls down with a hole in it.
Yeah.
If you hit someone with a katana, the game has to do some division.
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, his leg went over there, his arm's over here. Yeah, so I've started doing that. Like, if anyone in the game pushes me or bumps me,
You just cut them into pieces with a katana.
immediately, there's no hesitation. I'm very, very nice in the game
Uh-huh.
until somebody bumps me,
Wow.
and then, you know, I'm justified in it.
Okay.
Justified in chopping them up. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't understand. I'm like a really nice guy in this game. Like, I'm very friendly, and I'm always trying to ask the more probing questions to get people's backstory and shit. But don't bump me. Don't you dare bump me. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, and you started the game out in the desert
I did.
with
Yes.
nobody. Like a lame asshole.
Why is that lame?
Because you're out in the desert with nobody. What are you doing out there? He's like, oh, well, we decided we were going to collect some water for the group.
I don't have a group.
Have you been to the city yet?
Yeah, I got to the city a while ago.
Oh. And you get to like do things in the city and then leave and go back to Dirt Farm or whatever, wherever you're from. What do they call it? Dirt Farm? Dirt Chapel? Dirt Church?
No, the nomads, I guess, are like, they normally just, you have a clan and you drive around. But
so you're a redneck in the future, cyberpunk.
well,
that's in the clan.
my character like is an outcast from the nomads. So like,
Oh, you're not.
she doesn't even have a nomad clan.
You're a dirt minus. Oh God. You're not even a dirt rat. You're a dirt minus. Oh, that's amazing. Everyone likes me in the city, except for those who push me.
Right.
And then they get, they get diced up.
Mm-hmm.
I start with the wiener that's coming out of the pants. That's how you know. That's how you get them. You make an example of them. You chop 1-2's Pringle can, and everyone listens now. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, we better hear him out." Oh man, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of narrative. I think a lot of people online were expecting a full open world GTA right off the start.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never got like a GTA vibe from it, from like the previews.
I think once you get in the car, it makes the comparison easier. But you've been in a car a few times, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, because you had to drive to where the game happens.
Yeah.
From where your character starts out in the dirt.
Yes.
In the shitty dirt desert.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a good game. I like it.
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna completely throw myself into it just yet, because I'm really into Ghost of Tsushima right now.
Right.
But I think once I'm done with Tsushima, I'm gonna spend a lot of time with Cyberpunk.
Yeah. I'm playing Cyberpunk because I can't play Tsushima. Yeah, but it's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty pleased with it on Stadia myself. So
Yeah.
Though user usage may vary. I apologize.
you
What
wanna
else?
I was gonna say, do you want to get to this episode, or do you have more to talk about?
I'm good. This is my favorite episode, by the way. Yep.
What happens in this one?
Spaghetti vendor.
Oh, the spaghetti vendor.
Yeah. Mario Johnson. Mario Johnson sells spaghetti at the seashore. You know, the rhyme. All right, to the episode. My favorite one. Let's do it.
This is The Mask and the Mechanism, episode 9.
AKA Spaghetti Junction. No, I don't think that's what it's called.
No, the spaghetti vendor isn't in this one.
Oh, well, maybe it's not my favorite then. It still is. I still like this one.
All right. So let's see. Just so we remember where we all were, we're here in the Deese is a Dick Memorial Murdatorium, as I've named it.
That's rude of you to say about things that I crafted just for you.
It's appropriate, though.
Whatever, dick lords.
Yeah, I was going to say
Going
on
hard
that
in
one,
the
but
paint.
yeah, that's 100% accurate. Trying to think of a legal way I can retaliate against my neighbors and not get in trouble.
Cat shit underneath their car door handles.
All right.
Hold them down and slowly poop into their mouth.
I believe that's assault.
Yeah,
It's not assault.
It's a poop.
it's a shit.
It's only assault if it's too thick and it causes any sort of if it hits them hard from if you're high up and it drops, chips a tooth or something, that's assault. But if it's milky, if you plan ahead, eat a lot of
Prune this shit up.
cream and whipped cream and soft cheeses.
That's not going to help. Soft cheese, I don't care how soft it is, that's going to bind you up. It's going to do the exact opposite. Put it to you this way.
We're talking real soft, like a fucking spreadable cheese whiz. I think I'm prepped. How much? Well, I don't want to know how much damage you did because I don't want to change what I'm doing. If you get to, I don't know, what are your guys' hit point totals? I don't want to change my play by knowing your hit totals, but tell me anyway, just so I can.
I'm not going to tell you what my number is, but I will tell you I'm at max health.
What I'm asking though is, would 20 hit points be like a third of your health ish?
It'd be closer to half. No, actually, you know what? 20 hit points would be third. You're right. It's a third.
Yeah, it's about a third.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
good.
I was at full health, it would be a third.
Yeah,
Okay,
at full
okay.
health.
I was just consulting some of my notes here.
Oh.
But I'm not
This
at
might
full
be a
health.
much shorter game than I had originally anticipated.
Math is hard.
Not this math. This math is going to be super easy. Which number is bigger, this number or this number? You're like, well, the first one. I'm like, okay, you're dead. Next. Oh, I hope you guys got good deck saves. Okay.
I do, and I still took 19 damage.
It's better than the 39 I got hit with last session.
That's true. You got it.
I got hit. Yeah, that wasn't good.
Yeah. Bad
can't-
news.
I can't do
Sure.
that again.
Also, before we start playing, I just want you guys to recall that in the DM that you're playing with, right? So very infrequently does a combat only have one way to win, by dealing damage or whatever.
Mhm.
Though every so often I am surprised by your guys' push it back into the black hole system of combat, which is impressive. It really is. I had not considered that a thing. Push it back into the black hole. Slap it backwards into the freeze pit. Like, I hadn't... When I was thinking up, how are they going to try to do this? That wasn't one of them. But generally, when I DM, you can consider multiple ways of handling a situation, and generally there's a we win button hidden about. So keep that in the back of your mind before a bolt of lightning goes through the back.
Who has the best perception to find the instant win button that's hidden?
It's not like a who rolls high enough to see the instant win button. You have to use some brain power. But keep in mind that if you find it, that's good. It doesn't mean that you'll succeed just because you found it. And also, you're on a clock.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to say you guys can't win just by dealing damage. That is a totally viable thing. I'm looking at hit points over here, and it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Sure.
So, yeah. What was the last thing we ended on?
It was about to be David's turn.
Okay, so top of initiative after the dragon?
Yeah, because it had bit and then clawed me.
Right. So I have initiative is David, Rachel, Nate. Is that the correct order?
Yes.
Sounds right. Yep.
Okay. And I have my hit point total. And I have some other stuff. You guys apparently had not damaged it. Am I correct in assuming that you had not damaged?
I don't think we did. Because it was basically just like one round had started. I think Nate activated his vow of enmity, but he hadn't actually hit it yet. And then David had tried to cast the Hunger of Hadar thing on it, but it hadn't.
No, I casted it. It was on it, but it activated the cold damage on its turn, but the reflex damage if it stayed there.
Okay. Are we ready?
Ready?
Okay. The dragon has approached Rachel and has done its damage. D-Walk, it is your turn.
All right. It's normally by the time I'd like to skedaddle, but I'm not going to get left with Grandma Karen with these two dead. So I'm going to pop off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, doke.
Dear God. 11 and 13 don't hit, do they?
No, D-Walk, they do not.
I didn't think so.
D-Walk over here, shortening that clock up. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm going to pop one of my healing potions right now and get some life back.
Right on. Okay, go ahead and give me those rolls.
1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3. So 8 plus 4 is 12. I go back 12 HP.
Excellent rolls, David. Very top tier rolls.
Thank
Hey,
you, sir. Nothing but the best for you.
At least it wasn't the clue roll. It was like 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. So it could have been a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
It could have been worse, but that's not to say it was good. Okay, Rachel, I have here that it is now your turn.
Okay. So I am adjacent to the dragon because it moved up to me. and
You
bit me in the
adjacent
face.
because he chasing. Yeah.
So I want to make sure I have my notes right. The dragon is walking kind of funny because its left hand is grasping something invisible.
Something that you perceive is there. He's not putting weight on it all the way. Yeah.
Mhm. And he has the mask hanging off of his neck,
Right.
and it's casting a light. Okay. I probably can't reach that. I have no spells. all I can do is punch. That's all I know is punch.
All I know is punch. That's all I ever learned was
Yes.
punch. I learned to read so they could teach me to punch. You should see me with a keyboard. I just punch.
So in my notes, I have that whatever it's holding is invisible. Is that not right? Or is it just like it's too small to see?
Well, your perception of that is, I mean, it looks like it's gripping something.
Okay.
Right? Like its hand looks tight around something. But
Okay.
when you look, you don't see it. There's nothing there. So invisible is one perception. Another would be that it hurt its hand. You interpret what you want from that information.
Okay. And the mask itself is, because I'm like right
Hanging
up with this
from-
dragon. Can I
right,
like
there-
reach out and grab it, or is it too high up?
You'd have to jump. It is around his neck. Like, you know those gifs, how does this giraffe wear a tie?
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Well, it's sort of hung up like halfway up his neck
Okay.
on a plate, like on the back where the spines come out
Hmm.
of the back of his plating. It's sort of hung up on that. So it's a little ways up. You could do it, you could reach it, but you'd have to jump.
Okay. I'm just seeing if I have any special monk jumping techniques.
All you know is punch, Rachel.
I have an ability where my jump distance is doubled.
Right on.
So I could do that. I don't know if we, you know what, why not? Why not?
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm looking up some stats on how tall this dragon is. I think I said it in the last one, but I'm not certain.
Okay.
And I don't have it in my notes, and it's not on the character.
You mentioned that it wasn't as large as we have seen other dragons be, but it was an adult.
No, I know what type of dragon. No, I didn't say that.
Not an adult as in the size. You just said we knew it was at least somewhat grown.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I don't want to spoil it, but in that information aside, I'm looking up its size now. It's a medium-sized to large-sized dragon. So we're gonna go ahead and say it's maybe 12 feet when it's walking, and with its head fully extended, can get a little taller than that. So you're looking at maybe from the hanging of the thing, maybe 8 feet
Okay.
from its position now.
Okay.
If you want to make a pure vertical jump,
Mhm.
right? You will provoke an attack of opportunity.
But I'm not leaving its threaten range.
You're doing something complicated in its attack range, right? So you're not leaving it, I guess, like lengthwise, but you're going upright out of a cube
What
of
if
threatened area.
what if I disengage while I'm doing it?
I mean, yeah, if you disengage, you moved out of the square without provoking attack of opportunity. You could then re-enter its square with a leap.
Okay.
But again, that modifies the roll from being a purely vertical jump to being an angular jump. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But if I would be able to jump higher if I have room to like do a running jump than if I'm just standing in place and jumping up.
Right. One could also say, because you're a monk, you could roll a check like acrobatics or athletics to kick off of the dragon's chest to lift yourself. But that would be in range of the... So that's your choices, right? You could disengage and then take an angular jump, which would be a harder roll. Or you could take the attack of opportunity and kick off his chest to jump upward using his own body as like a springboard.
I won't
that would be the attack of opportunity.
But when I do this, I can take disengage or dash as a bonus action, and then my jump distance is doubled. So I would
Okay.
be able to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's say this jump roll with the moving target and everything, let's say it's a 15 to, if you want to jump up and grab at what I'm assuming is the
mask.
necklace, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So bonus action.
I know I'm not supposed to ask this, but how much does your character weigh?
I don't know if I wrote down how much she weighs.
How tall is she?
5'10", so she's really tall.
Okay.
So tall.
Okay.
36.2 pounds.
You get caught up in the necklace and are trapped
What?
because you're so tiny. You're like a neck charm.
It's actually a dream catcher, and that's how I get stuck in it.
It's like a you lose all your dreams are nightmares now. All right, are we ready?
Okay, yeah. So bonus action, I spend a key point to do Step of the Wind. So bonus action to disengage, and what I want to do is back up and then take a running jump to where my jump distance is doubled. Also, my speed is 45 feet, so I can get some good distance
Okay.
before I run and jump.
We're gonna say that you're totally capable of reaching this thing, right?
Okay.
Even without rolling the check to see if the jump works, just
Okay.
because it's sort of in your wheelhouse. But you will have to roll in order to break the thing once you grip it. Okay?
Okay.
So we'll modify that roll once you get there.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and jump now and grab the necklace.
All right.
I'm assuming you're grabbing the rope that it's on.
Yeah.
Okay. And then now you are there. You are hanging from the necklace, and
This is the
I'm trying to
worst
think how
idea.
much time? You didn't take an attack roll this turn, no?
No, I haven't taken an action yet.
Okay. Well, then there you go. That could be your action.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and beat a 15 on a strength check.
Okay.
And if you can justify it through a modifier, let me know. And I'll...
You said it's on a rope,
Yes.
so could I use my
It's not like a
sword
real
to
rope.
cut it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Think of it like sort of like an ornate type of like leather binding.
Okay. So then I want to use my short sword to, so like my free hand, my punching hand is the one that's grabbing the rope, and then
But that's
I got
all you
my
know.
sword out. That's all I know.
That's
And
all
then-
you know.
I have my sword out and just try to like cut it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a strength check of 15.
Strength check.
Yeah.
I can't use but I'm using my sword, so it
Right.
should be like.
You're gonna have to push your sword through something. That's how strength works.
But my weapon is a finesse weapon, so I use dexterity and not strength.
You're gonna try. No, this is a strength check.
But I'm
Sorry to tell you.
statted for dexterity and not
I
strength.
don't change necklaces based on how you statted your character.
I got a 9.
That's no good. You can still hold on though. So
All right, this is where I'm
hang
at.
in there, Ducky. Oh my god!
This is where I'm at. This is the
How are
decision
you
I
gonna
made.
justify dexterity?
It's a
Explain
finesse weapon.
You're gonna sneak up on the damn rope.
It would be a plus to my damage.
What kind of sword do you have?
It's a short sword. It's like a monk
Oh,
sword.
I thought you were gonna say rapier. I was like, are you poking holes in it? What are you
no,
doing?
it's not
Okay.
a rapier.
Okay. It's still
Is
gonna
it-
be a strength check.
Isn't she effectively swinging from a trapeze? Wouldn't that not be acrobatics? Is acrobatics not dex based?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with cutting it.
Wouldn't you
I
have to
would-
be a really dexterous acrobat to cut your own trapeze rope?
I would
you would,
argue.
and the dexterity would be to get up to
But
the
I'm-
rope and stay aboard the rope, and
But I
then
am
the strength
make-
check would be to cut it.
But I'm making an attack on this necklace, on this rope. So
You
I
wanna-
should be able to add my.
Okay, hold on. If you want to attack the rope,
Because I'm trying to cut it.
that's different. Cutting something is putting a knife up against it and surgically trying to do so. That's a skill move. If you're just taking the sword and swatting at the
The
fucking
sword.
thing, I'll let you roll that instead.
Okay.
If you want to make an attack roll and there is damage on the rope.
Okay.
So,
So with the 9 that I rolled plus my 7 attack bonus, that's a 16 to hit
for sure, you hit
the
the
rope.
rope.
Okay.
Right. Now roll damage.
I deal minimum damage of 5.
Okay. So you did 5 damage.
Yes.
The rope is halfway cut.
Okay. I'm hanging on.
How many different ways are we going to approach this with the same result? What if we got a team of
Look,
trapeze?
I accomplished more with my attack than like trying to get a 15 strength check. You know what I would need to roll on the D20 to make a 15 strength check? A 15.
Okay. Well, Rachel, I want you to think about what you've done. Nate, it is now your turn. Make it count because Dragon goes next. And Rachel is in mouth range.
Okay.
It's Rachel is essentially the candy necklace
Right.
for this dragon.
So
He's just gonna put her in his mouth and go all the little crunchy bits.
yeah. So future Rachel, edit this out if you need to.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to recall what the dragon told us or exclaimed at us when we first met. He had made some comments.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember
right here.
exactly what he said.
He said that he wanted to know what the prince had sent us for, and that he was the
Mhm.
guardian here, and that we would not be granted access to
Stathics.
Stathics.
Okay. But he did mention the prince, so he knows the prince.
Yes.
That's what I was
He also
making
said,
sure I remembered.
He said, "I stand as guardian, and I serve the true path."
Yippee, he's fanatic.
So I'm trying to think if I should play this one of two ways.
Playing the charisma card?
Possibly, because I have lots of it.
Yeah.
It's always nice to play a fantasy character, isn't it?
I have
Mhm.
oodles and oodles of charisma on my paper sheet.
You should do that in public. You should go up to people and be like, "This is my sheet." All right, let's all act accordingly.
Yes. Okay. So Calli is sitting there swinging away.
Yeah.
But I noticed what she's done. Did she mention? I can't remember. Did you mention to us that you had seen something in the foot? Because the rest of us didn't, if I recall correctly.
No, one
notice.
of you did. I can't
Okay.
remember which one of you did, but the other one, I think it was you, Nate, had noticed something, but you were unable to discern much more about it. And I think Rachel, but if she says it out loud, like,
Okay.
his foot.
Yeah.
You mean his hand? No, it's a foot. He walks on 4 legs. No, 2 of those are arms. He just crawls like on hands and feet, but they walk upright a lot of time. This is not the best time to be talking about this.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay. If I notice that he's a little gimpy and now he's got Calli swinging from his neck, that's a bit of a distraction. I think
I'm gonna be
gonna
honest with you, this is not exactly how I thought this was gonna go. This is
Okay.
It's early and it's already going weird. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna specifically try and strike that right or the whichever foot hand, whatever it is
Whatever foot hand. Yeah.
whatever foot hand is.
All right. Would
Oh,
you like
left.
to attack his foot palm?
Yeah, and because I cast my valid enmity against him, I get advantage on such things. So let's attack with the long sword once. Well, that is a 16 on the first roll. And
Okay.
the second roll is significantly better. That's a 22. I think that's going to do it.
Yeah, you got 1 hit on the second.
Yep. And max damage. So 10 points of damage from the longsword
Nice.
on his hand.
When you hit his hand, he pulls it back defensively after you strike it and holds it up against his chest. That is underneath you, Rachel. But you can tell when he moves his hand closer to his chest, the light that's on his chest piece and all around you guys kind of shifts as though something that he moved was emanating some sort of light. It's very, very apparent, Rachel, from where you're positioned, that the mask is being affected very, very potently by the light of whatever's in his hand.
Okay. Can I shout, it's doing something to the mask?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you just did.
Yeah. And then, well, I get a second attack, so why not?
Do it.
Let's do it again. So with advantage, first roll. Oh, you motherfucker. That was almost a 19, but instead it was a crit fail. But that's the exact opposite of a crit fail.
Hey, wanna confirm?
Yay!
Refresh
I'm
my
not gonna
memory.
make. I'm not gonna make you confirm.
Okay.
No, I mean I didn't make Crit Frog confirm. So
Yep. All right. Oh, that's neat. I just learned something. When I do crit, D&D Beyond actually doubles my damage already in the menu for me. So I just push the button.
do
Oh,
it.
that is fucking butts. Oh, my
Aw.
fucking Jesus.
Oh,
Wow.
112. That's incredible.
What a bunch
That's
of
doubled.
What a
That's
bunch of
crit
shit.
crit damage of 4.
Crit damage of 4.
Oh my god, the world.
That was 2d8 plus 2, and I rolled 2 fucking 1s.
Double for 4 damage.
So let's just
Oh,
take
that's
into
fantastic.
consideration. I crit failed on my first d20 roll. I crit on my second d20 roll, and then I shit the bed on my 2d8.
I just want to clarify. So far, what we've had is one person who fired 2 shots, missed both of them, took a potion for low healing out of 4x4. How much did you get back, David? 12? Okay. Then Rachel jumps up to cut a necklace and has to make that into a multiple turn endeavor.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
now Nate has critted for 4 damage. You know what? I was thinking before this that there was a pretty good shot you had it, and now I'm moving on to the page that happens after. I'm pretty certain which side of this instructional
Oh,
pad
no.
I'm going to be reading. So, Dragon's turn, right? Nate, did you have anything else you wanted to do?
Actually, so that was my attack and then my extra attack. I still have a
Right.
bonus action, technically,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why didn't I do that to start? You stupid ass. What can I do? Ooh, that is...
Someone asks you if you're a bonus action, you
You
say yes.
Yes. That's not going to... Everything I have really is designed to affect my following action. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. Why not? I'm going to use Searing Smite. I'm going to cast it now. The next time I hit a creature with a melee weapon, I get an extra 2d6 fire damage.
Can't wait for you to crit for 5.
Yeah, I know. But this seems like a good time to use that. So yes, I will cast Searing Smite on it, and that is now in the holster. Move wise, I'm going to move around so that Thresh and I are flanking the dragon, with Calli swinging from its neck.
Both of you are flanking it?
Well, we're on opposite sides.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And who's going to be on the tail side?
Or
Or are you talking about on one side of the, like, one wing and one person?
yeah,
on the side
that's
of
kind of how I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we're kind
Okay.
of, yeah.
Okay.
We've got him in a pincer move.
Right. That's working. Okay. Dragon's turn?
Yes.
That's not
These
what
just
that
got
was
spooky.
anti-dramatic. Okay, Dragon's turn. I have to change the lights in here, ladies and gentlemen. Every time it's red, it's Dragon's turn. Okay, Rachel, due to your positioning,
Yeah.
you're a difficult bite target because
True.
of its length of its head. It's like kind of horse-shaped, you know? So
Mhm.
it makes it difficult for it to kind of lunge under to get you. But it does have one open hand.
True.
And it is going to make that attack.
For the record, I've changed my lights to brown because I think that's probably appropriate for what's about to happen.
Because of the pooping, is what you're saying.
Because we're in deep shit.
Right. Oh, no way. Rachel, it misses. I'm pretty certain it misses. What's your AC?
18.
It misses.
Yes.
It still has its other hand, but it is not going to be able to make a claw attack with it because it is holding something. So, Nate, are you the one that moved around to the top of the map?
I'm at technically I would be on his right, I guess, and Thresh would be on his left, if that makes sense.
So then it's going to Thresh. He's going to backhand you with like a closed fist.
Sorry, D-Hawk. I didn't know that's what he was trying to do.
It's all good, man. I've been pip-handed before.
It doesn't matter. It must have been some issue with Rachel throwing off his counterbalance, and he has to get used to it, but he missed that one as well. You guys are lucky.
It wouldn't be a true tiefling family vacation if Thresh didn't get just backhanded at some point.
Yeah. By me, by Grandma Karen,
So
by the
this
guy at the
is-
restaurant. Who cares?
Right?
Rachel. No,
Yes.
wait.
Oh.
It is D-Walk's turn. Sorry.
All right. I'm trying to figure out how to justify this stupid move.
So we each grab a wing and pull. Wishbone the fucker.
I'm playing two possibilities, and I don't think I'm in a serious enough situation to do the one card, to play the one card yet.
Well, you took 39 damage in a turn. So if it's any consolation, that's a possibility at any time.
Oh, yeah. No worries. I mean, as long as Calli's in his face, I doubt it's going to try to turn his neck to shoot me.
Okay.
But you may just be a dick and do it anyway.
It's always a good time to make assumptions when you're fighting a dragon that can kill you.
Okay.
Rachel, what are you eating?
A donut.
Hold it up. Hold it up again.
She's been sucking the donut. That's
Oh, that
okay.
one
That's like the third or fourth one.
That's my
That one-
second donut.
I knew
one
the
looks
first one
way
I saw
better.
was different than that.
That
And it's
one
making
looks
me
so
want to do a
good.
donut run. So, god damn it. You know what? I got a fucked up idea. This is gonna hurt.
If you get me killed, I will haunt you forever.
You haunt me already. All right. With that
Burn.
being said, Calli's in front of its face, right?
She's hanging around his neck.
Okay,
Really
so
below
technically
its
the
face.
dragon's neck is like full cover from the back side of it, right? Calli would be completely behind the dragon's neck if an attack
no,
came from
she's
the back.
I don't know if she would be completely because it is rounded. So let's say like a wave of fire or something came from the other side.
Right.
It would kind of whip around. I don't know if you know how like fire dynamics.
Yeah.
It would split and then come back together on the other side.
All right.
But it would be. She has some cover. Yeah.
And lucky me that we're all tieflings, so we're all fire resistant anyway.
Okay.
True.
I'm gonna
Is that true? Are
Yes.
tieflings fire resistant?
we take 50% less damage against all fire.
That's
A
amazing.
tiefling rogue is nasty against a red dragon if you do it right.
I would just shoot a ballista at it.
What, the
Poison its
tiefling
food.
rogue?
No, the dragon poison its food or something. I'm not fighting a fucking red dragon. Don't. No.
Yeah.
As a rogue, there's so many other ways to kill a red dragon than fighting it.
Yeah, it wasn't my choice either, but I had a stupid party at the time and I had to survive.
I gotta go find some uranium and paint it gold.
I'm going to start reading the fireball scroll, and right before I finish, I'm going to Misty Step as a bonus action behind it,
Okay.
from above and behind, aiming it down at its pretty much at its ass.
Can you read Misty Step to me? Do you have it available, or should I
Yeah.
look it up?
Misty Step is a bonus action second level spell.
It's a spell.
Yes, it's a bonus action.
It's a yeah. But
spell.
you have to cast it.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have components the same as the? Well, if it's a spell-like ability, then we could maybe allow it. But if it's a
Verbal
separate
components. It's verbal components.
well, then you can't use the scroll while you're Misty
Okay.
Step. You'd have to Misty Step and then use the scroll.
All right, then I won't do it in the air. I'll Misty Step behind it, and then use the scroll from behind
Okay. Okay.
and fire off the fireball at its ass.
And you said you can use it the Misty Step as a bonus action, correct?
Yes.
So bonus action, then action. Okay.
So and then
Wouldn't it be funny if it got a brutal roll and Rachel croaked hanging from a necklace and you just had to sit there and fight a dragon with your dead sister as a
Aw.
medallion?
so I'm just hearing out what the DC on the scroll would be for the fireball dex check.
Roast duck. What level spell? It has to be at least.
It's third. It's a third level.
Right. It's cast at third, right?
Yeah.
Depending upon the outcome of this maneuver, you may actually inspire future DMs to ready an action whereby the dragon just holds a fart in the chamber.
And then counterfarts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually was on a D&D group one time, and they had posted this conversation people were having online about trying to wriggle your way out of a butthole, right? There was like they were trying to figure out what the roles were for going in a person's butthole and trying to retrieve something that they had eaten, right? Or something that they had stuffed up their butt. I can't remember. I can't remember how the.
Say, I think they're going to the wrong end if that's what they're trying to do.
I can't remember which. I think it was they had eaten it like a long time ago. Is starting to pass, or it was already they jammed it up their butt and said, "Come get it," or something like that. I don't know how it worked, but the idea is that this item is lodged in their colon, and then so these people on this group were like arguing about what roles there were in order to get through its butthole, right? And then I said. I had this whole system, like it was like maybe 2 pages, like double spaced 10-point of like exactly what you would do in order to play out this interaction. And I had developed a system where there would be a crawl roll, like a athletics check to like wriggle your body in a way that would help you further your way up the colon of this large beast, versus the stomach strength check of the beast that would try to re-poop you out. Right. So there's like a poop/wriggle roll off, and the winner, and then and if you had to do a con check every turn, because if you failed the con check, then you'd have to be nauseated, and then you'd auto fail your next wriggle roll because of the smell of being inside of a butt. It would be difficult. And then based on distance into the butthole, the DC of the con check would increase. It's all on the internet. You can find it.
Nobody wants to find that.
Until you're in a situation where someone's got to get something out of a troll's butthole or something.
And from that point forward, it was known as the Richard Gere maneuver.
Yeah.
As per the DMG,
The Lemmy Winks.
As per the DMG, the spell save is 15 on a 3rd level scroll.
Okay. So let me go ahead. And
so 15 dex.
Oh, D-Walk, you lucky fuck. He misses. Or he doesn't pass it. You hit.
Fuck yeah.
Word that in a way that makes some sense.
Roll your taint damage.
So we're starting with 18 plus 13 plus 18.
Okie doke.
31.
Wow.
Roll for preparation H.
It is not happy with you, D-Walk.
Yeah, well, feelings mutual. You know what? I'm going to fucking taunt it. It's not something I'd personally do, but Thresh is a dumbass. So he pretty much mind messages him, who's the bitch now?
Okay, when you speak to him, you hear a voice back, and it doesn't sound like the dragon. It sounds like chaotic and disjointed. It'll message you back and it'll be like kind of a loud shriek that kind of distorts and becomes really low tone and then really high pitched and then really low tone. Go ahead and roll a wisdom check, D-Walk.
All right. 20.
Okay. You can feel yourself become shaken for a moment.
All right.
And you get this weird feeling that any type of communication to this thing's thought patterns would be dangerous just for the future. You pass your check, but you just know that anytime you want to try to get in this head, even if it's sending a message, if it sends one back, you might be in trouble.
All right. I sent out a message back to the other two after that.
Okay.
Yeah, his head ain't straight on. There's something else in his head.
All right.
Little busy right now, Thresh.
Oh, no shit. Really? I was just going to sip lemonade out here and fucking have a good time.
Rachel,
Yes.
I want you to roll a dex check too on that fireball.
Dex save.
Dex save, yeah.
Okay. 16.
Okay. You'll take 5 points of damage.
Okay. Is that already halved for my resistance?
No, I didn't have it, so 3.
Okay.
Because that's how we do things here, Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else can round down except for Rachel.
Then I
has to
lose
round
another
up.
finger.
Yeah, you're losing all the fingers on the other hand. Oh, what was that joke from Scrubs where they were talking to the janitor and he goes, "My wife made that for you." And he's like, "Oh yeah, did she?" And he's like, "Yeah, she lost all of her fingers except for her thumb and pinky on one hand and her forefinger." He's like, "That's all she's got. Forefinger, pinky, thumb." That's sorry, I don't know why that reminded me of that. Rachel's gonna be like that at the end of this game. Okay. It is Rachel's turn.
Okay. I want to mention I forgot on my last turn that as a 6th level monk, I can actually make 2 attack actions, so I could have hacked at the necklace twice.
Okay.
I forgot. So I'm not cheating if I attack it twice.
Okay.
I just forgot last turn. So I'm gonna try to hack at the necklace again.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
Cut right through it. And you
Okay.
fall to the ground.
All right.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check to see if you stabilize, land on your feet.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics, sorry.
Okay. 12.
Rachel, you fall down.
Oh no.
It'll take your move action to stand up.
Not half my move action?
Oh, okay. You can take half your move action,
Okay.
I guess. Is that the standard rule for 5e?
Yeah, for standing up, it's half your move.
Okay.
I'm not trying to
that's-
argue with you. It's just
No. I mean, I trust that if you're not going to lie to me. And besides, we're recording this, so I would know if you did later. But
Nate,
all
mom and
Double
dad are
check.
fighting again.
It'll be used against you in the court of law.
though
double check
that,
everything I say.
that being said, though, she did tell us one time she had never, she knew everything about spiders. Then she had never seen a spider after fucking going through a room with spiders. So
And then
maybe
the
we
following
can't
week,
trust her.
the following week, Nate, I edited an episode from months back where we had researched a large spider because we were going to
Yeah, we
fight
had
one.
gone through books. Oh, Rachel.
Maybe
She'll say whatever she needs. to
maybe
get-
Adrian has amnesia
Right.
for spiders.
Does she have green hair and washed up on a beach? Is she the hero of legend? Does she have a shimmering jewel?
She does not.
That's where her parents are. They died.
I was gonna
They're
say it's
inside that jewel.
Renasmir's dad.
Oh, that'd be funny. What if Renasmir's dad and Adri's mom got together?
That would not. She would hate him. She
I'm a
would
spider. He's
That
very
would
good with
not
his
work.
hands, honey.
That would not
All
work.
8 of them.
That would not work. All right. So
Maybe in the
I
dark
cut-
verse.
No. So I cut the rope, drop, stand up, got this mask. Okay. What do I want to do?
I'm so happy for this.
Okay. Let me look up one thing real quick. Just look it up.
She's gonna be like historically bad ideas throughout history, and the first one is gonna be what she's thinking about doing.
Put the mask on, or it
Thought
gets the
about
hose
it. I
again.
thought about putting the mask on.
You know, out of
Um,
all the people in this dungeon that I thought might put the mask on, it was never Adri.
No.
Oh,
There's a
hell
million other
no.
people I thought might have done it, but it wouldn't.
You mean
it
one.
wasn't Adri.
You mean
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Because we both know Odd won't couldn't do it.
I'm sorry, not Adri. Calli. Sorry. I don't think Adri would have done it either.
No, she would not.
Oh, she would have completely done it if Ludo conned her into it.
Yeah, it's a fucking
It's an
dad
elven-
mask.
It's an elven
mask.
sacred relic.
Yes. Okay.
It's an elven dad mask. It lets you hear curse words in their original
Okay.
Elvish.
So, all right. I'm going to use my second attack action.
Nate, we can see your chat. Just FYI
I'm going to use my
on the
second
screen.
attack action to attack the dragon. 14 does not hit it.
Nope.
Okay. Next, I am going to do a bonus action to spend a key point to do patient defense. So I take the dodge action as a bonus action. So if something attacks me, it has disadvantage against me.
Okay.
And I make dexterity saving throws with advantage.
Okay.
And that's my
Are
turn.
you done?
Yes.
Okie doke. Nate, it is your turn.
It is my turn. So I've seen Calli fall to the ground. She's got the mask, and then the wafting aroma of burnt dragon asshole hits me. I'm
Rachel's just slow rolling that.
I'm gonna go after that
Oh,
hand again. Given that it seems to be protecting that or extremely reactive towards getting hit in the hand with that. I'm gonna do that. So first attack is going to be with advantage. 15.
You're on the opposite side of that arm, by the way.
Oh, I moved. That's right.
Cross.
All right. Well, then I'm just hitting him in general. All right. So 15 and a 14. Neither one of those is going to hit.
Nope.
That was my first. So that's my first action. Then I will do my second attack. Hopefully this one will go better. 14 on the first roll. Fucking
good. Nate,
14 on the second roll.
what
Son
about
of
that bonus you gave yourself from last turn? 2d6 damage or whatever.
Well, no, that's if I hit.
Oh.
Which I failed to do 4
Whoopsie.
fucking times. Some stuff's going to happen to him though regardless, but it's just not going to be as good as I'd hoped for. That's really all I can fucking do, except I'm probably going to look at Calli and just yell run. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Are we actually gonna run?
I
mean,
I'm kind of considering letting you run, but no, I won't say that. I'll just swing wildly at it like an idiot and miss it a couple of times, blame my old age and eyesight, and then that's the end of my turn.
You guys got all your good rolls out on that water elemental, huh? Bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer. Okie doke. Dragon's turn.
All right. At the start of his turn, because I've got Searing Smite on him, he has to make a Constitution saving throw with a DC 16.
20 total.
Yeah, shit. On a successful save, the spell ends. All right.
Sorry.
I am useless as tits on a bull.
All right,
Yay.
Rachel, now that you are down, how far back did you get from it? Did you move?
I didn't move because I didn't want it to take an attack of opportunity on me, so I'm right in front of it.
It's going to bite at you.
It has disadvantage.
Okay. Does 16 hit?
No.
It misses. All right, and then it's going to take another swat at you, Rachel, with its backhand club.
Okay. Still has disadvantage.
That one's going to miss. This guy is very annoying, right? And then he's going to use his good hand to swat, I guess, probably still at you since you have its mask.
Okay.
Do you still have disadvantage?
I believe so. I'll double check, but I believe it's until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can see the attacker.
Well, you can definitely see him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he seems to be very focused on you because of the mask.
Yeah.
So he missed with a backhand club, a full-on bite where you hadn't moved from his face, and then a regular claw attack. Nothing.
To be fair, his ass is on fire.
All right. Where the dragon is, who is that directly behind? That's D-Walk, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. And who is that on the bottom? That's you?
That's me. I'm on his right.
And you're standing right up against the wall, yeah?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. Okie doke.
Yeah.
So then go ahead, D-Walk. It's your turn.
All right. I'm going to move back up 30 feet around him to the side to do the flank again. Or at least the flankish area. I'm going to
D-Walk.
fire up 2 more Eldritch Blasts at it.
Okie doke.
That is a 20 and a 17, and that 20 on the roll, and a 17 plus
17.
8.
17 plus 8?
Yeah. So I got a 25 and then a nat 20.
Okay, both hit.
All right. Let's get the
You
D10
give me a
out.
crit on that first one.
Yeah, let me do that right now. 4 plus 4 plus 4. So 12 on the first one, and then 6 on the second.
Okie doke.
And then as a bonus action, I'm popping one of my other 3 remaining potions.
All right, you want to roll those off for me?
Yeah. Crossing out a potion on the sheet. 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1, 7.
Okie doke. That's great.
Yeah. Just what I wanted for Christmas.
Okie doke. It is Rachel's turn.
Okay. I would like to take one of my healing potions.
Let's get those sweet rolls that D-Walk's been bringing.
Nothing sweeter, bro. Nothing sweeter.
Nothing sweeter than straight ones.
That's a little better. Let me mark that off of my sheet.
What'd you get?
15.
Okay.
I have 2 potions left.
And for the rest of your turn?
For the rest of my turn, so I'm right in front of the dragon, so I can hit its bad or arm, or like it's the arm that's holding something.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right. That is what I would like to do. So my first attack. This is with my short sword. That's not going to hit. My second attack. Does an 18 hit?
An 18? Yes.
Okay. So that is 7 piercing damage. And because I hit it, I'm going to use a key point to do Flurry of Blows. So I get to do 2 unarmed strikes. First one is a 20 to hit. My fists are now magical.
Okay, it hit.
Okay. So that first one is 6 bludgeoning damage. And then second is 17 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay. But with my first hit, because I hit it, I can do one of my Way of the Open Hand techniques. This probably won't do anything. But it has to, so I can impose an effect on it. It has to, I'm going to try to knock it prone. So it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
DC 15.
It fails, Rachel.
Okay. Because it is prone, it has disadvantage on attack. I mean, it can stand up on its turn, but it has disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. So.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, just to keep in mind, it can fly. So.
Yes.
So it's not prone for super long, but
no,
but
like,
it's good for the rest of the turn.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm going for.
Okie doke.
That's it. That's my turn. I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Boy, you just barely. His roll was just barely under the DC. So I was looking for a bonus, and I'm like, he's got an ability, right? He's got like go fuck yourself, Rachel +2.
Calli just
Nope.
punched him right in the kneecap, and he just fell over.
He's like, ah. Okay. So are you done?
Yes.
Nate, it is your turn.
All right, here
You
comes.
have advantage.
Here comes. I have. Do I have double advantage? Because I had my enemy already
Aw.
had advantage, but
You got advantage.
I got advantage. Yes.
Yep.
All right. So bonus action first to start. I'll use my free branding smite. Next time I hit a creature, I get to do an extra 2d6 radiant damage to the target. So now I actually have to hit the son of a bitch. Let's see if I can do it. First attack, first roll. That's gonna do it. That's a 22. But let's see if I can do better. Nope, a 20. But a 22 is good. That'll do it. All right, so the initial slashing damage is 8. And then we do the 2d6 radiant damage. Ho! Look at that. 10 more.
Hey, how much total?
18 altogether.
Okay.
That's the first attack. Now, let me just double check and make sure. Branding Smite is just, it only works once. Okay, so I don't get it on the next attack. Just making sure. All right, so that's a 17, which we know will miss, and that is a 22, which we know will hit. And that is 5 more damage with the long sword on top of that.
Dope.
I did a thing, and I'm
Yay.
done.
Oh, neat.
No, I'm not going to metagame. I'll say where I am.
Nate.
You made that comment, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I just wanted to check where everyone was standing.
I'm not going to metagame because
That's very sweet of you, Nate, and
You're welcome.
and you might pay for it. I'm sorry.
I'm probably going to.
Okay, Nate, I need you on. Well, we'll do this because this needs to be thematically appropriate.
Uh-oh.
Dragon's turn. We hope you enjoyed listening to The Mask and the Mechanism. It is a custom game by me. Thank you so much. Our cast includes me as that guy who isn't in this game. And also 3 other people who are assholes to me pretty much the entire time. And a frog who is going to be everyone's favorite character. His name is Gregarious Pete, and he's a frog. If you'd like to support us, consider donating on Patreon. That's patreon.com/freelance_heroism. And there'll be more episodes and shit. You'll love it. Did you get to design your boobs?
I did, yes.
Nice. I had to design my wanger. And I was like, let's just do it like real life. Just give me one. I don't want to think about this too hard. Anyway. There are people. Did you hear the wiener extruding from people's
Yeah.
pants era? That's that good shit. Okay, let's save this for the intro.
Okay.
Okay.